Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Jay Stevens podcast. And it's been a minute. It has. It's been a month. And, you know, I lost an adapter. I got super busy. Didn't have a lot of time to just sit down and relax and get some stuff out on a podcast. Or get anything really off my chest to turn into some kind of life advice or some kind of story, or I don't know. But I was sitting around and I'm running on about 3 hours of sleep, and I was like, you know what, Jay, you should sit down. Let's figure something out. So, welcome back, and I appreciate you stopping by first and foremost. I'd just like to say thank you for supporting, and yeah, I'm gonna do my best to try and get back on schedule with some of these once or twice a week. Um, and yeah, I'd love to continue to um, get some stuff going and see where we can go. So, today I wanted to sit down and talk for a moment about I don't know, I guess some of the feelings that I've been feeling over the past, couple of days, couple of weeks. And first and foremost, I just want to reiterate the fact that if you ever feel like you don't have anywhere to turn, um, you know, send me a text, send me a DM, something like that. You don't have to go through life alone, and you know, everyone should have someone. So yeah, if you need anything, and you don't really know where to go, don't feel comfortable talking to anybody, I'm a very good listener. I could, you know, list off a few people who can vouch for that, and you can trust me to try and do my best to help you in whatever way that I can. Um, and yeah, I just really want to get that out there because I know a lot of people sometimes feel like that they don't really have anywhere to go, and that's what friends are for. Turn to the people who are closest to you. That's why they're there. They just want to help you out, and they can't help you if they don't know what's going on. You just got to communicate that to them, and you know, just do your best to be as open as possible. I know I'm not perfect by any means, as much as everyone would like to think so. No, I'm just playing. But, um, you know, I do struggle with communication sometimes. I do struggle to express everything that I'm thinking. Um, and sometimes situations fall because people fail to communicate, and it's really unfortunate because if people would just take a step back and think for a minute, um, it'd be a lot easier to solve a lot of problems. And that's not even with just our personal lives, but with the current situation of the world, um, everybody needs to take a step back and listen to everybody. Listen to every single, um, you know, we need to think about what everyone has to say, why they think that way. I'm a big empathy guy. I'd like to step into other people's shoes, or do my best to anyway, before I make any kind of crazy decisions or anything like that. I do my best to. Again, I'm not perfect, and I falter, um, just as much as your average person. Um, but I feel like I make a conscious effort to try and fix issues that are present. Try and you know um, make the best of every situation, and if there's something that can be fixed, why not try and fix it? Um, and it's really unfortunate when you miss a step, you drop the ball, and you fail to communicate things to people in a certain way that you definitely should have. Um, it's one of those things where you feel bad because you don't know what could have happened. And it's one of those things where you're like, shoot, maybe if I had just done this, maybe if I just thought a little bit better, maybe if I just talked a little bit more, maybe if I just shared what was on my mind sooner, or tried to open up to the people around me, or to someone, that things could have been fixed, and um, you wouldn't be in such a predicament if you are. But I think that everybody makes mistakes, and that if you slip up, that's okay. Um, as long as you're making a conscious effort to fix it, and you know change how you, I don't know, change how you've acted, maybe, or change how you've handled something. Because, again, everybody makes mistakes, and nobody's going to be perfect. Nobody's going to be able to, you know, um, get it right every single time. Nobody can, nobody can get it right every single time, and no matter how much you try, it's like sometimes you're just going to slip up, and that's when you need people around you that are like, hey, look, I get it. Um, you dropped it. You dropped the ball here, but I'm here to help pick you up so that you can pick that back up, and we can work this out. And I think that sometimes we misstep, make impulsive decisions, and you know try to do its best without thinking about it. We think we're doing the right thing, but you you don't really get it at the time, because you're not really focused on what's really right. You're just focused on how can I feel better. If you're upset, if you're mad, if you're um, sad, even what can I do to make myself feel better right now, um, as opposed to, all right, what can I do to help myself, but also make the best of the situation, and try and help other people around me too. Because chances are, if you're upset about something, if you're upset with someone, um, there's a chance that either they notice and they're upset too, or that they don't notice, but all they want is for you to care, and all they want is for you to not be upset. That they care about you, and they want what's best for you. Uh, and that's just, everybody's got to have somebody to care about them. And everybody, if you're sitting here listening to this thinking nobody in this world cares about me, that's not true. There is somebody out there, whether it's a friend, family member, me, somebody out there gives a care about you. I care for every single one of you out there, and I don't even know all of you. Well, I should, because, not very popular yet, but we're working on it. We gotta get back on a regular upload schedule if we want that to happen. But I do care for each and every one of you out there, because sometimes we get in such a low that we feel like nobody cares, and I think we've all been there at a time, and it's not a fun place to be. I think we can all agree on the fact that it isn't a fun place to be. You don't want to be in a place where you feel like nobody else cares about, um, where you're at as a person. Um, and I'm doing my best to continue to just reach out to people. Hey, how's it going? Tell me about your day. Um, I feel like that can go a long way, and if people are willing to open up to you, fantastic. If they're not, you know, you're showing that you're showing that you care. And I feel like that's really important. I feel like that sometimes we don't do enough of that. Like, you know, we get so caught up in the world, or, so caught up in our own little things, work, school, um, hobbies, friendships, all kinds of other things, relationships even. We get so caught up in our every day to day that we don't take a second to think, oh, I wonder how that person's doing today. Um, Let me, give them a call. Sometimes a call means more than anything to anyone. Um, People now, we just send a text, um, or a snap, or a DM, or something. Hey, how's it going? But sometimes you don't convey the emotion that you're trying to get across through a text message. Sometimes if you just ring up a friend, hey, how's it going? You doing good? Um, you know, uh, Tell me about what's going on. Um, let's talk about whatever you're thinking about. What's on your mind. I don't know. I'd like to start to make a more conscious effort to, just call people up and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Just thinking about you. Like, just want you to know that you're on somebody's mind and that somebody cares for you. How are you doing? It's such a little thing, I feel like, but it's one of those little things that goes a long way. I know if somebody called me and was like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going? How are you? You doing good? I hope you're doing great. How's your family? How are your friends? Tell me about what you're thinking. Tell me what's going on in your life. How's work? Um, how's car? How's your hunt for college going? Are you into college yet? What are you doing? After the summer's over." It's just something I feel like that goes a really long way. It's a very simple thing. And, you know, I know my parents call up their friends every now and again. Hey, what's up? Talk on the phone for hours. And it doesn't even have to be like that. It doesn't even have to be like that. It can be a 5-minute phone call that um, just turns somebody's entire week around. I know, that would do something for me. I'd be like, man, all week long, I'd be like, man, I got that phone call and I know somebody is thinking about me. I know somebody cares. It's, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. That's just something that I would encourage some of you guys to do. That's something I'm going to encourage myself to do a little bit more, encourage my people who are close to me to do a little bit more. Um, you know, just check on everyone and be like, hey, what's going on? How's things? How are you? Um, 'Cause you never know where somebody's at. They could be in the best place or the worst, and that phone call could cheer them up even more than they already are, or it can bring them out of somewhere that, nobody wants to be. And I think that's something that's super important is, um, you know, not only think about what's going on in our daily lives, but the people around us. And I know there's a big push for people to step out into, other people's shoes right now. And I agree. I totally agree. I think that everybody should take a second to be a little bit more empathetic and take a second to really think about what it's like to be on the other end of any spectrum. Just think about where other people are coming from. Take a second and pull your head out of your butt to, actually consider the fact that your opinion's not always right, you know? I think it's really important that now more than ever we try and sit back and think about, why people are the way that they are, why people are so upset, why people are angry, rightfully so. And, if we can all take a step back and take a look into something that we've never had to deal with before, I think that it'll go a long way, not only showing that everybody deserves to be treated the same, but it'll go a long way in showing other people that you care. You care about everybody. I care about, like I said, I care about each and every one of you, no matter what you think or love me or hate me. You know, whether we're the closest friends or the furthest, whether we agree on every single thing in this world or disagree on every single thing in this world, it's like I care about you and I want you to be successful and I want you to know that somebody out there cares for you. Because like I said, suckiest feeling in the world is feeling like nobody cares. And nobody should have to go through that. It's hard, And if you falter, you mess up, you drop the ball, admit it. Apologize, Say, yeah, you're right. I was wrong. I did mess up here. I think that goes a long way more than, oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm sorry doesn't cut it. Not for a lot of people. A lot of people are used to hearing I'm sorry their entire lives, It's one of those things that's like, show me, Don't tell me, show me. Show me that you care. Show me that you want this to be fixed. Show me that you know how to communicate. Show me that you know how to empathize. Show me that you know how to, care about other people. A lot of talking, I feel like, goes on, not a lot of showing. And, I'm talking right now, I'm sorry, I guess it's kind of hypocritical for me to sit here and talk, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm just trying to get the word out, the point across. And, yeah, I think that we need to spend a little bit more time empathizing, communicating, caring for other people, It's, the world sucks. The world's a terrible place sometimes. But if we would take a minute to step back and think, use your brain for once, you got it in your head for a reason. That's what all my teachers told me. You got a brain, you might as well use it. What if I don't want to use it, huh? What if I want to use it to think about other things besides algebra? Listen, I do not like algebra or geometry or math in general. I'm not a math guy. I'm really not. I'm a history buff. I enjoy history. I enjoy learning about history. I enjoy everything about it. Not a math guy. Not a math guy. Will never be a math guy. Heck math. Even though I taught math to my 5th graders, bro. Like, you know, that was 5th grade math though, and I was starting to get good at it again because I was remembering. I would go home, I'd think, I'd sit down and read through the lesson that was for tomorrow, and be like, I got this, boys. Or sometimes I'd even come in and learn that day, and then be like, I got this. I felt really smart. I'm not gonna lie, because I was learning it faster than all the 10-year-olds. But of course I am, because I've already done it before. That's a huge sidetrack, and I miss my kids so much. If any of you are out there listening to this, I love and miss all of you so much. You guys were some of the most amazing people I ever met in my life, and I was so privileged, so privileged to be able to spend the time with you guys that I did. I don't know if I've been on here since my birthday, at least not for very long, I know, but in like the last week of school that was here, I know I haven't talked about this. I did get to hop on a Google Meet call with all of those kids, and it was honestly the best thing that I've experienced in the past like 3 or 4 months. It was just so fulfilling, and you know, I only spent like 2 or 3 months with those kids. Like literally, I got to spend I got to spend 2 months with those kids, and gosh, they're some of the best people, some of the best people. And I hope that none of them ever change. I hope they all stay the same. Now, obviously, you grow and you change, but I hope they all stay the same at heart because, man, they some kind of different people. I need to stop talking about this. I'm about to start tearing up, man. Anyway, back on track. I just wanted to express that I'm trying my best to be a better person, communicative, empathetic, caring, because I feel like we need a lot of that right now, more than ever. And agree or disagree with me, put yourself in someone else's shoes. Just think about it. I encourage you to think about it. Whether or not one side is worse than the other, take a second to think about why somebody could be on one side or the other, I'm going to leave it at that, I feel like that's a good place to leave it. Again, I'd just like to say I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you stopping in, checking me out. If you haven't watched any other videos, make sure to go and watch them. Drop a like on this video and maybe the other videos if you kind of want to. You don't have to, but it does put a smile on my face. Subscribe, turn on the bell so you know when I actually post stuff. I'm going to do my best, like I said, to get back on a regular upload schedule. I'm thinking, maybe Mondays and Thursdays or Tuesdays and Fridays. I know today's Friday, so I'll probably work towards Tuesdays and Fridays. But, yeah, I'd just like to thank you all. Really appreciate you guys. I love you all. Special shout out to Haley and her family for taking me to the beach. Love you guys. Love y'all so much. Special shout out to Sierra for hanging out with us at the beach, and Sexton for being there too. Love you guys as well. Special shout out to Cole and Kip and Evan for making me stay up all night last night playing Overwatch, getting me into the game. I used to actually despise Overwatch. Don't know why, just wasn't a fan of it. But now I'm having like more fun in a video game than I've had in a hot minute. Um, so thank you, boys, and shout out to Ainsley for being on my butt about getting podcasts out. I'm sorry that it took so long, Ainsley. I love you. Thank you for being one of my biggest supporters. I love you so much, more than you know. You're amazing, and also, shout out to Maddie and Alex for chilling last night, being cool people, great friends, and yeah, uh, shout out to my Chick-fil-A fam. Love you guys, miss you guys. I'll be back next week, and yeah, that's what I've got. Muchas gracias. Um, you know, I speak a little bit of Espanol. I can do it. Took 3 years, AL 3 year, no flex, but it's okay. Um, oh, special shout out to my parents, my new car, Tex. She's a slick little ride. Love her to death. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks again, and peace out.